Good energy from Jeffries in the Pokes in the first half. They've only played twice in the past month, so they're happy to be on the court. As for the Aggies, Doug, you tell me, do you prefer must win or can't lose? Whatever the phrasing, they got to finish with more points here tonight.
Have to finish, and I just think it's going to come down to a little bit of discipline, where you have Justin Bean and Marco Anthony, not great shooters. Take open looks if you're Justin Bean. If you're not, move the ball, get into a handoff. But Wyoming's going to continue to not guard one person. In this case, it's Justin Bean.
He leads away with 11 points for the home team. Only 2 field goals for Queta in those first 20 minutes. Bean misses. Queta a tip, controlled by Thompson.
See, he's dribbling because he's wide open, and it's like a hesitation where just shoot the ball. Just catch it. If you're on balance, shoot the ball. If not, move the ball. But the dribbling once in place, that's not how he normally shoots.
Graham EK limited with 2 personal fouls. Not a chance against Neemias Queta. Queta's such a good passer and scorer from these situations, doing it all himself.
That was like big brother on little brother in the driveway.
At both ends.
Yeah, but like the backing down, it's like that annoying big brother one-on-one game where he's just bigger than you. He's just going to back you down and score on you. As a little brother, I can recall that happening.
Ducell against Worcester. Thompson pops. Bean sends it over to Marco Anthony. Worcester on the attack. Lays it off to Bean. Extra pass Queta to Anderson. No shot out of it for Utah State.
And this is more like the Utah State ball movement we're used to.
Ten to shoot, into the big. Opposite with Anderson. 2 feet in the lane. Has to be now for the Aggies. Cowboys have been scrapping on their defensive glass.
But see, Anderson's trying to do too much. He's a catch-and-shoot guy. He's not going by anybody. Catch and shoot or move the ball. He's forcing things as well.
How about that use of the ball screen from the freshman Marcus Williams?
Marcus Williams is special. He's going to be special in this league. At his age, with his experience, having absolutely no fear of going in amongst the trees or pulling up from the perimeter. These two are going to go at it for 4 years.
Bean gets his back to the basket. Able to get underneath Thompson, who recovers for the rebound.
See, I don't care if it's closer. It's not as good a shot as wide open, shoot the ball, or don't do it. But taking it into the defense, that's giving up your advantage.
Williams wanted to tie it. Over to the Aggies.
I'm not sure what EK wanted to do here, but did not have any lift, and he's like, not great. And then, like big brother, I'm just back you down, back you down, back you down. I'm going to spin. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to score. All right, don't double team. See how that works for you.
Now playing through the high post. Rising above. Only 4 points in the first half. He's equaled that total.
Well, that was a different look from Utah State, putting Justin Bean in the dunker, so it was harder for Hunter Thompson to help.
Maldonado gets deep.
Alfonso Anderson struggling to guard Maldonado.
He leads all scorers with a dozen. Bean still won't pull it from the short corner. Ashworth will. Wanted a foul from Williams. EK goes to get it. Nice move from Maldonado to put the foul on Alfonso Anderson.
Now Hunter Maldonado is giving Alfonso Anderson fits, but so is this guy, Neemias Queta. Just a man among boys inside. Right hand, left hand, turnaround, jumper. Aggies up 3.
March 10th through the 13th, the Big East tournament tips off at MSG. Will Villanova take the conference crown? Will Creighton or Seton Hall rise up, or will a Cinderella team emerge? Catch all the excitement on Fox, FS1, and the Fox Sports app. But, Doug, the unfortunate news for Nova, Colin Gillespie out for the season with a knee.
Yeah, torn MCL, which, I mean, like, if there's any modicum of good news out of that, which is terrible news, it's not the ACL, so it's a quicker recovery. But you have to look at Villanova now and think they may lose a seed line or two. And if you think about it, last year's Big East tournament was still going on when everybody else was shutting down. What if you just started it back up in that same spot? But we will have a Big East tournament. It will be on Fox and Fox Sports 1. It will be at the Garden, America's, or is it the world's most famous arena? It's an amazing. I played one game in the Big East tournament. It was the first game that Notre Dame ever played Syracuse on a Thursday, and I never forget walking around outside in Times Square afterwards, like, oh, Notre Dame, you're in the Big East. When do you guys play? Like, yeah, we're actually done. It's actually over.
A steal for Utah State out of the stoppage. Ashworth on the move. He'll take it himself. Bean tried to flush it. Another chance.
Beautiful
pass. Give the assist to Marco Anthony. What were the highlights you posted today? Something about In-N-Out getting you started in your college days.
We'll get to that one. That was one of the two games against UNLV. Had a good night. Hunter Maldonado played like the foursome last year, and just they got him on mismatches.
Different type of burger today in Logan, I understand.
Yes, peanut butter burger.
Keita gets another. Bean lost the handle and gives it right back. Maldonado pushing to Ducell. Oh, a rendezvous at the rim with Keita, but a foul.
Smart play from Ducell. Watch as he, first he had the missed shot. Bean tries to throw it down, and Marco Anthony, beautiful pass. And there's Ducell. You fight the law, and the law wins. Ducell smartly, to get these two free throws, jumped into Keita with the body. They'll get two free throws.
So 3 blocks, 3 personal fouls.
Well, there's 1,600 people. It's crazy loud in here.
I don't want to speak for you, but first time I've had an even partially filled arena, so it feels twice as loud as it ever did. How refreshing to wind down the home season here at the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum in Logan.
And if you're wondering about the seats, the initial intent was a spectrum of colors.
Now Keita on the assist. 15 for Bean. EK in the pokes down 5. He goes right at the leading shot blocker. Empty trip for Wyoming. Keita trailing the play. Oh, came downhill with bad intentions.
He tried to dunk on everybody.
Oh. Into double figures. Brock Miller loving it in street clothes on the Utah State bench. Williams trying to settle things down in Logan.
It's the design of what Wyoming is doing, using Utah State's defensive rules against them, is absolutely outstanding. They got to figure out a way to stop this guy. 23 in the white.
Bean from inside the line. 17 and counting.
You see the look of relief on Justin Bean's face. He's like, yeah, that was a lot harder than it should have been. There's a smart switch.
Ashworth trying to stay in front of Williams, but commits the foul.
Nemi Keita isn't the possible and maybe likely conference player of the year because of a fluke. Here he gets the double team and Justin Bean cuts. He delivers. Not just delivering the basketball on time and in rhythm, and then no double team comes in. Too big, too strong, too athletic for EK.
They've cooled off Drake Jeffries, who was on fire with 3 made threes for Wyoming in the first. He's at the near side wing in 0. Screen from Maldonado.
There's that bluff screen, or it's called a fear screen.
Ducell. They've run cold from distance. Anthony crossing over into the lane. Foul by Williams.
So what Wyoming is doing is a ton of kind of bluff screens or veer screens, because they know Utah State will switch those, and they're using it against Utah State.
Meaning the Aggies have hit 4 of their last 5. Keita extending his range. Thompson couldn't control the rebound. They go to the floor, and the arrow favors Wyoming.
The effort of both of these two teams. Watch the jumper, and then I think Wyoming thought, we got this thing boxed out. You look at Jeffries, he's boxing out Shulga, and Shulga's fighting, and here comes Marco Anthony. And one of the things Utah State does is that a lot of times they'll send 4 to the boards. That means usually a guard who's not used to boxing out is boxing somebody out. And then Justin Bean, he's good as 2 offensive rebounders. And if you're not guarding him, it makes it even more difficult to box him out. And this is the point of emphasis for Wyoming's offense. Clear out for Hunter Maldonado and play off his penetration.
Seeing 2 defenders, he spots Thompson. Midway point of the shot clock. Ducell off the dribble. Backdoor cut, nice find to the corner, Maldonado. All Kate on the rebound.
Can't be mad at that look if you're Wyoming.
Wooster, dribble handoff for Ashworth. Dug out by Maldonado, a scramble in the hands of Bean. 12-minute mark. Aggies looking for their largest lead of the game.
Now, Wyoming is hanging around like a bad cold. But Nemi Keita, he's like some Robitussin. Put some more tussin on it. Aggies up a touchdown.
The emotions of getting wins when you're on the bubble for Utah State.
Well, this is a huge game. You look at their tournament resume. The wins over San Diego State, both on this home floor. The win over Colorado State. I mean, I don't know what more they can do if the committee looks at the fact they didn't have Riley Worcester and they lost twice in Boise. But you just keep winning, and they'll figure it out. Everybody else has fallen by the wayside. Michigan State got blown out. Indiana keeps losing. Minnesota doesn't belong in. You look around college basketball, plenty of teams are volunteering to not be in the tournament. You keep winning, you're saying we belong in.
So a 7-point lead here, and then at Fresno State on Saturday night. This is the Mountain West picture.
It's really important to get some perspective now. Like Utah State, when Stu Morrill was here, and they were in the Big West, dominant program. He was 402 and 156. Okay? But they hadn't, and they'd won 20 or more games 15 straight years. And then they advanced to the Mountain West Conference. They hadn't won more than 18 games.
Jeffries was the story early. His miss collected by Marble. Wow, with Doug Gottlieb, J.B. Long, 5-point game in Logan.
Now in Craig Smith's 3rd year, they've become a dominant program here in the Mountain West. A remarkable turnaround.
Shulga left alone. Big hit.
And Max Shulga, the Ukrainian, is a good shooter. The numbers don't bear it out because he hasn't gotten great minutes and he's playing just on energy.
But missed his first 4.
But the staff will swear that he's going to become a big-time shooter, possible starter next year.
Thompson couldn't answer, and now a foul on the board.
So when they're not guarding you, just take rhythm jump shots. And here's a great rhythm jump shot. Ball keeps moving, not your first touch. Step in, just like when mom and dad fed you in the driveway.
Marble picked up the foul, his first.
And Shulga, the Ukrainian, of course, played high school-ish basketball in Spain.
So that's why he's fluent in English, Russian, Ukrainian, and Spanish.
Yes. Da. That говорит немного по-русски. Speak a little Russian.
Keita screening for Ashworth. Shulga. Oh, feeling it. Out of nowhere.
It's a bad scatter report. It's okay. I mean, you don't know. You play the numbers. You don't guard one person. But they chose the wrong person not to guard.
Craig Smith said he's getting better game by game with every 40 minutes of experience. Maldonado lost the handle. Back to Thompson. Oh, they had to have it.
Well, that guy, that is in their scatter report. Hunter Thompson.
After Utah State had opened up its largest lead, Cowboys will not go away. Sunday, Wisconsin battles Luka Garza and Iowa on Fox. With so much still to play for on the final day of the regular season, these two conference heavyweights look to bolster their positions heading into the Big Ten tournament and the big dance. That's Sunday at noon Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
I'll get a chance to be there and watch the Badgers, who, like, I think they're going to get in, but I don't know it. I don't understand the seed thing. You're going to have to explain to me. Michigan State got trucked today at Michigan, 69-50, and it didn't feel that close. And, hey, you know what the reward is? They get Michigan again coming up. Maryland's taking on water, so is Rutgers, and Wisconsin, one of the oldest teams in college basketball. I mean, the resume isn't great. Like, I agree that the Big Ten is a really good league. It's a great league in terms of depth, and those teams at the top are outstanding, especially Illinois. That's what they did to Michigan without Ayo Dosunmu, but it doesn't mean that a team in the middle that finishes a couple of games below 500 for the year belongs in the NCAA tournament.
New Fox Sports bracket out tomorrow.
Remember, it's all a snapshot of today, and with Michigan State getting housed, if Utah State can hang on, expect some movement there.
Stop me if you've heard this before. A double-double for Nimi Keita.
I think the theory is those are body blows, and you just play the analytics, where a post-up shot is a bad shot. Hunter Maldonado just turns the basketball over.
Something Jeff Linder's group has not done much. Second fewest turnovers per game in the conference.
They play so many guards, and they play so fast, but excellent passing team.
Raleigh Worcester to the corner. Shulga drive and kick. Bean spins out. Foster pulls it down. Foster spins off Keita, who recovers for yet another block. That's 4.
So the theory is you attack the 5 away from the basket, you space around them, and they have special movement. The difference is that most 5 men can't recover like this. It's not just the block shot. To do so without fouling is what makes Nimi Keita special.
So the Pokes down 10 without their leading scorer, Williams. Empty possession for the Cowboys. Ashworth downhill off the Bean screen. Pure.
And that's where Justin Bean is incredibly unselfish. He's getting a shot anytime he wants. Instead, I'll set a ball screen. There's no help there because Maldonado is all the way in the paint guarding.
Tipping point here. Maldonado trying to keep the Cowboys in it. Nice cut by Bean. Feeling it. After a sluggish shooting start, he's come alive.
But that's his spot, and again, no thinking involved. You think, you stink.
19 to lead all scorers. Maldonado. Too strong. Smallest man on the court goes to claim it. A turnover in transition. Oh, what a spin by Maldonado. Stolen right back. Shulga hit ahead.
Let's drag that over to the trash and put it in the trash on our screen and watch a good one here. It's Justin Bean sets a ball screen, and Maldonado is down underneath the hoop. And then here's a nice little cut. off the screen from Ashworth. So Ashworth received the screen and then gives the screen to Justin Bean, who steps into a 12-footer. They got to get Drake Jeffries going with such a weapon in the first half.
Yet to score since the break. Midway point of the shot clock. Williams sends it his way. Wooster forces him to give it up. EK seeing 2 defenders. Look at the three-point defense by Utah State. Contested heave. Pulled down by Anthony. Utah State led by 3 at the break. Now by a dozen. Their largest and looking for more. Ashworth has been terrific. A foul on the floor as we step aside.
A little smile from Ashworth, a little acting job, and gives the camera a little work. Look, Utah State up 12. Cowboys fighting back. Back in Logan, let's watch a little gamesmanship from Stephen Ashworth, the freshman from Lone Pine, as he doesn't really get fouled, and then watch the little look he gives to the camera. Yeah, I didn't get fouled, but that's okay. Act like I got killed. You know who's the ultimate panacea? Is this guy, Nemi Keita. He's the remedy to all problems. Just solves them with block shots and finishes around the basket. You beat somebody else, you beat Nemi Keita, that's okay. He will recover and block a shot without fouling. What a tremendous weapon the Portuguese junior is.
Already smashed the school record for career blocks earlier this year in his junior season, closing in on the all-time Mountain West record as well. Now can they close out the Cowboys? Up 12, 7:25 to play, with one more regular season contest still to come late night on Saturday at Fresno State.
That Fresno State team just beat Boise. They're a talented club. Swept UNLV. Starting to come into their own.
That one hurt the Broncos. They tumbled 10 spots in the net since that loss. So by a dozen in the basketball for the Aggies. Right into our featured player. Making it look easy with the left hand. Aggies now shooting 47% from the floor.
That play when that pass was a little bit late. Otherwise, Jeffries would have let it fly.
Xavier Dussel hounded by Ashworth. See what EK can do. Had his shot altered, but not blocked. A foul on the floor.
Look, Keita making himself available. Watch, you step in and he post up. Give that almost like a goalpost look to your teammate.
How much did you love that as a player, given all the assists that you racked up?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I would tell big guys, like, be mad when I don't give you the ball, but you better be ready and you better get open.
EK throws it away.
Just a bit outside.
One of the 1,600 in attendance here gets a touch at the Spectrum.
And do you get to take that one home? Now with COVID, do you have to wipe it off? Like, so look, they're having to switch basketballs. Well, that stinks when you have to get a new ball.
Larry Spalding, Kevin Brill, Sean Lehigh, our crew.
I mean, Larry Spalding holding a basketball. It's pretty good.
Now you can show yourself out.
Pretty good. It was terrible. I apologize.
EK too physical now with Keita.
Well, Utah State kind of smartly flopping and falling around. I thought EK, that was excellent defense.
14 foul to half on the Pokes.
Wyoming's got Sean Vanderveer over there. Great player at Colorado. Like an all-time Big 8 legend. I'm sure he's chomping at the bit, man. you can't play defense like that. How are you supposed to guard that big fella?
Ken DeWeese and Sundan Wicks, part of the Jeff Linder staff in their first season. Wooster couldn't handle that weak side board, but Utah State will keep it off the Ashworth net.
Ashworth going in when there's no help, and he just got to finish better.
Obi under, left it on the iron. So still a window of opportunity for Williams and the Cowboys, but they need to make a run. Marble turned away on the baseline. Rejects the screen from EK. Quan Marble foul. That's Wooster, not Cato.
Marble more of a driver than a shooter, and he gets that edge, steps in, helped out by Wooster. And, you know, Utah State's one of those kind of sneaky physical teams. And there's always a little bit of bumping, a little bit, no matter who they play, the opponent seems to get a little bit rattled by their physicality.
Now can Marble and the Pokes get a stop at this end? 6 minutes to go. Final home game for the Aggies. Wooster using the shot fake. Pull-up jumper short. Long rebound. Saved by Ducell. Can they close? Ducell off the quick rip through. Challenges the big. Fortunate to keep it with 5.5 remaining.
Look, this is a good move from Ducell. I mean, he's got guys on skates. Much just a little in and out. Ooh, beautiful. But you got to learn to finish with that big guy there. You got to have more creative shots. Take off your left foot, left hand. Shoot floaters. You go in there and try to lay that basketball in. This guy is an elite shot blocker.
5th block instead of his 4th personal foul. That's big for Keita and the Aggies. They need Williams in this moment. Comes up empty-handed.
But again, you almost give credit to Nemi Keita for that, because Williams shoots it a little quicker on a floater than he probably wanted to, because you're like, man, I got to get careful. I don't want to throw that one up to Keita. I might get a little Wilson on my forehead or Nike on my forehead.
Came in averaging 16, only has 4 tonight. In fact, this guard's had the better of the matchup. Stephen Ashworth. Maldonado backing his man down. EK.
Another block shot.
Anthony on the run out. Through his legs and to the free throw line.
Stephen Ashworth comes to catch the basketball. You reach. Ashworth steps in and that fade was provided by Boneyard Barbershop. Apparently they all went together, with the exception of, I don't know what happened with Raleigh Wooster. I said, why didn't Raleigh get a fade like the rest? He's like, man, he's from Montana. Help him out. Gotta get that neck cleaned up. You're on national TV, Raleigh. At least get the neck cleaned up for conference tournament play, right?
Safe to say Ashworth will be wearing the same shoes on Saturday night.
I don't think there's any question. I think those have just become his shoes. Ryan Corbett's going to have to find, they're going to have to be a permanent switch. That's the only thing you can think of.
Inside of 5 to go, Utah State trying to put Wyoming away. Williams against a bigger defender. Ducell wraps it around.
Those two are going to be trouble in this league. Trouble. Two super athletic, strong finishing guards that can shoot and defend. They're going to be trouble.
Wooster off to Bean. Gets it back with 10 to shoot. Ashworth calling for it. Oh, he's got all the trouble you want, Doug Gottlieb. Don't overlook Ashworth. Having a night. 13. Freshman guards all over the court, but Stephen Ashworth from Alpine, Utah has been the best.
Yeah, the Lone Pine kids, there's a bunch of them. The Emory boys, TJ Hawes, Tyler Hawes, Frank Jackson, and this one, Stephen Ashworth, fresh off the mission with a fresh haircut.
Here's what's left of the Mountain West regular season schedule. Colorado State at Nevada tomorrow. Utah State will be at Fresno State on FS1 Saturday night. And in Laramie, Wyoming finishes against UNLV. Let's break down the bracket picture one more time for the Aggies on the bubble.
Win.
Oh.
Like, just win and it all takes care of itself. Okay, so now you also have to understand that unless you win your conference tournament, everyone is going to lose a game. So the Big Ten 9 teams that was coming into the day, I just don't see it. I also, the ACC, the bottom of that ACC is weak. I think the Pac-12 and the Mountain West aren't getting their due, and I also think the Missouri Valley, don't be surprised if Drake drops out of the field. Drake had an outstanding season. I think they started like 15-0 or something, but they lost their top 2 leading scorers and their point guard. The 2 best players are gone for the year. With an early exit in the Missouri Valley is a team that would just get in. Like, my point is there are spots available on this bubble. And if you're Utah State, you dominate Nevada on national TV on Fox Sports 1. You've come back to a double-digit plus lead here against Wyoming. Take care of business against Fresno State. And in the conference tournament, get to the championship game, and I think you make the decision easy for the committee.
Indicated with 14 points, 12 rebounds, 5 blocks, but there's his 4th personal foul. It comes with 3:27, and Utah State holding its largest lead of the game. 1-1 for Quan Marble. 72% on the season. Leaves the front end at the line.
Now, Wyoming's going to walk away from here thinking, man, we had some missed opportunities. We had them on the ropes. Some missed opportunities. A couple missed layups, a couple missed good look threes, and a couple 50-50 balls they could have gotten.
Now they're running action for Ashworth. Hits the heel. Jeffries collects for the Cowboys. Thompson rocks into a triple. It's abandoned them in this second half.
And Thompson's a good shooter. He's missed 2 good looks. An open corner look he missed, and that one a good step-in 3 from the top of the key. But they also haven't been able to get Drake Jeffries any looks, and he's an outstanding shooter.
1 of 11 since the half from distance. Queta trying to spot the open man. Of course, block to block, it's Bean.
How did Bean catch that ball, though? That thing was a rocket.
I think it caught him. Second assist tonight for Queta. Last gasp here for Thompson in the pokes. They ran out of gas in Logan. Second 20-point game of the season for Bean. 4th career. 21 ties his season high, and after the way he started, Doug, that has to feel good going into the weekend.
Well, you look at Nemi Queta, he gets double teamed. They leave Justin Bean open, and again, I don't know how Bean caught that basketball. It was a missile.
In the back of your mind, are you thinking what percentage of Brock Miller will these Aggies get the rest of the way?
I mean, I think the big question is, do you play Brock? Can Brock Miller play when they play Fresno? Fresno is good. I got a chance to see Fresno State beat UNLV, and I was incredibly impressed by the job that staff has done.
alien and day-to-day are some of the descriptions coming from Craig Smith regarding.
Well, he just moves around kind of like an old. He doesn't move great to begin with, but that should be a goaltender. Deion Stroud has become a takeover player for Justin Hudson. I wonder if he can play in 2 days.
I think this is Cada, so he's disqualified.
Well, this should be a goaltend because he hit it beforehand, but yeah, can't go hanging on the rim.
Now, he didn't foul the shooter so much as he fouled his teammate Ashworth into the shooter.
I haven't seen that one called before.
Shouldn't Ashworth be putting a hand up saying that's on me?
Yes. It seemed like he had more than 14, didn't he? Watch, he just kind of jumps on Ashworth. Yeah, he didn't actually foul anybody except his own man.
In that roar, you could sense from the Aggie faithful they hope to see him again here at the D. Glenn Smith Spectrum.
He did not come out in senior night because they had senior night on Sunday. He didn't come out on senior night, so I don't know what to make of it. I mean, John Hollinger from The Athletic had a really interesting piece on how he's one of the underrated draft prospects. You look at the numbers, shot blocking. He'll translate well, but he does continue to improve it. He loves being here. Loves being here.
So one more regular season game at Fresno State on Saturday night. Ramesh Cada trying to lead his team back to the NCAA tournament. He's the only player in D1 with 65 or more assists and blocks this season. He's in a unique category with historic college basketball names like Chris Webber and Tim Duncan and Bo Outlaw.
It's a weapon that you have, and look, defensively, the two most important spots are at the point of attack and at the rim, and the ability to defend the rim. And the other thing that's impressive is a lot of guys can block from the weak side, but he can block on the basketball when he's playing post defense.
Ashworth overshot his target. Marco Anthony cutting to the center of the floor. Only the 9th turnover for the home team. Drake Jeffries had 3 in the first half. Nothing since the break.
Jeffries, a guy who came to Wyoming, was at Indian Hills, went to Minot State his first year, then Indian Hills, earned a starting spot, was getting ready for the National Junior College Tournament at Hutchinson, and then, of course, got canceled. And really helped Wyoming. He might have blown up playing well in Hutch.
All right, so you've been here for 3 straight games.
Yes.
What have you learned about the Aggies in terms of final thoughts?
I think they're versatile and that they can play big, they can play small. I would play them exactly the way Wyoming did, where you don't guard Justin Bean, and occasionally you don't guard Marco Anthony. But I love the spirit and connectivity of this basketball team. I think you kind of got a special group.
And yes, just to tie up the narrative, they have once again out-rebounded an opponent. Late highlight for Quan Marble. 4th on Ashworth.
And for Wyoming and Quan Marble, this is what he does. He's a tremendous driver and athlete.
Pokes want this bucket to count for
Should count. Absolutely should count. No question. You know, Stephen Ashworth's a guy with, when I called a Utah State game against UNLV a couple months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. He's kind of an afterthought, right? Came off his mission in Indianapolis, really good shooter, but Raleigh Worcester was the starter, and he played great. Raleigh got hurt. Ashworth's minutes increased, even though he's still coming off the bench, and you show what he can do. He's a tremendous shooter-scorer.
This is more of his game, right? Wyoming likes to play small.
Yes.
Utah State is the tallest team in the country. They haven't had to showcase that front court depth because of the matchup.
They also have Kuba Karnowski, who's a giant, plays limited minutes. Can play, but plays limited minutes. They got several 7-footers over there collecting dust. Small man's world now.
We're hoping to catch up with Craig Smith, head coach of the Aggies, before our night is through. 2019 Conference Coach of the Year. Would certainly be deserving again here in 21, though I think there are other solid candidates.
And he just got a contract extension as well.
He's going to improve to 6-0 against the Cowboys and 9-1 in the month of March. 72-59. Utah State wins its home finale. 17-7 overall. 14-4 and a very strong Mountain West.
Well, what's the old Mike Tyson expression? Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. This Wyoming team came and punched Utah State right in the kisser, right in the mouth. And Utah State adjusted their lineup, adjusted their style of play, cranked up their energy, and flexed their muscles and end up taking home a 13-point win.
Bean goes for 21. Cada had a double-double with 14, 13, and 5 blocks. We'll speak with the head coach next.